Yeah.
Good morning. It is Sunday morning. It is the World Cup day. I am in Canada. My man is in the Isle of Man. It is episode 70 of the Ignite Your Purpose show, podcast, vlog. All we do is talk. We love it. We're spending our energy. We're putting forth some knowledge. We think we are anyway. John, today I want to chinwag to you a little bit about hustle, spending frivolously, spending to keep up with the Joneses, and pursuing your dreams and the hard work that takes. Last night I had a chat with two gentlemen. One was actually super successful in he does like event promotion for like Fortune 500 companies.
Okay. Wow.
And he told me how he got there. He told me how he got there, man. He and even I wouldn't have guessed it that he was where he was, because even his attire, he didn't wear a watch, he had no bling, he didn't have the Gucci, the Prada, the name brand shit. The kid was, I mean, not a kid, but he was in his 30s.
Wow.
Low key. But he told me he spent every dime he ever made and reinvested it into himself.
Okay.
Great conversation. Took me up to the next level. About an hour and a half later, I sat down at a different table. John's leaving me. I guess I'm boring.
I'm back. Just plug it in.
Good man. I had an hour and a half later. I had a chat with a younger gentleman. He wanted to talk social media with me, and great conversation. Super motivated kid. Came from a good family. He had money backing him. So the exact opposite of the other guy. The other guy came from nothing. And this kid, now he was flossing, man. He had, the $300 newest Nikes on. He had the Rolly. He looked like he was pimped, man. Like, I want you look good. But he wasn't there yet, and he was talking about how hard it was to get there. And, he didn't know if he wanted to continue on through, and should he invest in a car and maybe a house and do this other gig and not follow his dreams. So I kind of want to talk to you, John, about our path. Like, it is going to take hard work. And do you invest in yourself? You and I have talked about investing some money in the stock market because there's some stuff going on. But where is it? Do you in your heart of hearts, do you want that mediocre? And there's nothing wrong with that in the middle life, or do you want to live your dreams? And what does it take to get there? John, I know you're itching to say something. I like it. You got the hand pointing.
So, it's about setting those aspirations high. Even if you don't reach them, getting here it's going to be higher than setting them low. There's a gag, and set your targets low and fail to meet all of them. If you aim down here. We were talking a minute ago about the time it takes, and we just record these videos each and every day, and then we stop and we download it, and then we've got to drag off the audio version and then drag that to Podbean for the podcast, create some text in there, then we've got to upload the video to YouTube, and then we've got to go somewhere else to create a snapshot picture and do some editing for that. And it takes quite a bit of time. And Max was talking to one of these guys last night. He was saying, outsource that shit. Now, I'm sure when you get to a level and you've done it yourself and you can afford to do it, that's more about the efficiency. You go, right, I've been there, I've done it, I've learned the skill. If it all goes pear-shaped, I can do that again. But I'm going to outsource it because my time is better spent on something else. But at the stage that Max and I are at, we could afford to do it, but we're not always pear-shaped. We'd like to have the skills and the drills to be able to do these things ourselves. So that's kind of where I am. And there are days that I'm up till way past my bedtime, and I'm on the tech when I shouldn't be, and I know I shouldn't be. I should be putting all these devices down. All the blue light's not bad. It's just bad at certain times of the day, like when you go into bed. So basically, it needs doing, and it needs doing. And this is part of the journey. It's part of the. We're not buying the Ignite Your Purpose hats and T-shirts and strutting around. We're not paying people to do this amazing video for us.
No.
Because we're living the journey and we're enjoying it. And actually, the success is in the journey each and every day for us.
It's true. It's true.
Certainly it is for me. Max, I don't know, where are you on this?
And you just kind of hit my point, right? So the younger kid I was talking about who's been taking that money. Now, I don't know if it was, family money or if money it was actually he made from his businesses, but, to look like Conor McGregor costs some money. So what you said, we're not outsourcing our stuff, because that would be taking money we've made and giving it to somebody else, which at some point is a great idea, keeps the economy going, it keeps the world flowing.
Yep.
But currently, and how I've done every business is I don't floss, man. I put that money back into the business, right? That's how you grow something. So for me, like you said, that $15 or whatever it's going to be, let's put that into marketing. Let's put that into expanding the business, not, freeing up our time so we can, unless we were hustling harder, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you hit that nail on the head for me, because it is the truth. It doesn't matter what. It could be something as little as outsourcing. It could be something as little as taking 3 days in a row off. If you're not putting in the work, again, it's where you set your bars and what goals do you want, right? And if you want to attain something in this day and age, obviously harder than ever, but the opportunities are greater than ever, right? So the one thing I noticed with the younger cats was just that hard work. And this is not painting everybody with the same brush, because they're not all the same, but shied away from the hard work, right? And wanted it right now, as we all do. I'm not just saying he doesn't. John and I have talked about this. Fuck, why doesn't it come sooner or whatever like that? But go ahead, John.
No, I'm just kind of agreeing with you. And it would be incredible for Max and I to be able to spend all day, every day on this stuff. And then, we've got this list of ideas and the side shoots and the side shows and the interviews and things. And that would be incredible to do that. But we also have our lives to get on with. And we're quite fortunate as we're in a position where, life. I'm not going to say life is without consequence. We have to think about what we spend and what we where we get our money from. But we do have to work. Now, ultimately, I think it's more poignant for us to fit this in where we can. And on those days when we've got a day off and the weather's dog shit, we can sit behind the computer all day and make this content. And it's in that long haul. We're in it for the long haul. Now, I believe my health is here for a long time. I put time and effort into it. It is my number one priority. I believe Max, it's the same for Max and his wife in their own different ways. So if it takes us 10 years to get 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, or to be invited on a podcast somewhere, then that's great. It's in the journey, it's in the hard work, and it's in the effort. That's where I'm coming from. And we'll see you on episode 1,000 in a couple of years' time, guys.
Amen. That is the truth. And to know your why, like you said, like both of them had a straight up vision. One was willing to eat the dog shit to get there, and one's still questioning it. You and I, man, we're willing. Like, I don't want it overnight. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anything good comes quick. And I've learned that the hard way. I'm sure you have as well, and I'm sure the listeners have as well. So put in the time, and anything worth doing is worth doing well, and takes hard work, man, and it takes consistency.
It's in the journey. It's in the journey, not the destination. If somebody slapped down 50K and said, right, guys, knock yourselves up a studio each end, go and buy the top recording, go and buy the top bloody microphones. We've got our video guy, we've got our editing guy, and just record. Okay, I'm sure we could do it, and it'd be fun, but I wouldn't get the value from somebody else doing the work for me.
No,
until myself.
And when I recorded my first album, now you understand, when I recorded my first album, I recorded it with a couple other guys. They did their own thing, I did my own thing. And I worked, man. I worked 12, 14-hour days to pay for that album. You know what I mean? And I remember sleeping on the studio floors. Those are the things you're going to tell your great-great-grandkids or this form of conversation for the rest of your life. It's not like, oh, yeah, man, Bob paid for it, and then I flew to London, and those stories aren't the same as the grind, man. Everybody respects the grind, so put your grind in if that's what you want to do.
But at the same time, lots of people just don't want to do it. They're not prepared to put the work in. We want the instant life. We want it now. And so maybe the takeaway is actually stopping and kind of having a bit of self-reflection again. There's that word. And saying, okay, what am I prepared to put into for the long haul, the result, whether it's a project, a sporting achievement, a business setup you've got going. Okay, I could do it the easy way and throw the towel in when I've run out of money or the bank loans have stopped. Or do you know what? I'm going to eat shit and see where we go.
That style gets me horny. And you know, Gary Vee says it best. He says he's got a lot of billionaire friends that have been spoon fed that are unhappy as shit. He's got some friends that make 30 grand who play on their kids' softball teams and they're the happiest in the world. So, you know, it is where you want. You know, do you want what do you want, right? But no matter what, it all takes hard work, and you're going to give up something to get something. So that's it. That's all I got, John.
Yeah, I'm out. That's it. I'm done. That's another week. That's we're over 100 episodes now.
Yes.
Including all the bits and bobs and back catalogue is, you know, a few weeks to get it all uploaded.
Yeah. There's that hard work, people.
You know, we're not 100% how to do it. We're still learning, and I'm calling up mates, and he's talking freaking Japanese on the other end of the phone, and we're kind of working it out. But we'll be there. We'll be there. So, much to you. Thank you very much.
We know you can be anywhere in the world. It's World Cup Sunday. Thank you for vibing with us. Have a great day, people. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.